My name is Yulia Popova. I'm an accountant working in the Russian Federation and all over the world. So today I'd like to talk to you about evaluated tax in the Russian Federation. I think this video will be more interesting to people from countries that there is no such tax. But for those who has such tax in their country, it maybe will be interesting if they are going to work with the Russian Federation, because of course there are several differences. Every country has its own rules. Value-added tax is indirect federal tax. It's regulated by the Chapter 21 of the Russian Tax Code. There is no acts for every tax in the Russian Federation as it is in some countries, but we have tax code where you can find all taxes in the Russian Federation. The tax, value-added tax is regulated by the Chapter 21. Who are taxpayers of this tax? Companies, entrepreneurs, and persons, legal persons recognized as VAT payers while cross-border movement of goods. It means import, of course, import first of all. In the Russian Federation, there are several tax systems. You can find my video about tax systems in the Russian Federation, where I told you about main tax system, where you should pay value-added tax, and some other tax systems there is no such tax. So not every company, not every entrepreneur in the Russian Federation should pay this tax, but some of them. What is object of taxation? First of all, it's the realization of goods, services, and works. The next point is import of goods. No export, import. Construction for your own needs and transfer of works, goods and services for your own needs if there are no accepted for corporate tax purposes. First of all, of course, is realization of goods, services and works. What is VAT base? It's a value of realization of goods, services and works. It's amount to be paid for the product. VAT period. In the Russian Federation, VAT period is a quarter of the year, 3 months. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and the fourth quarter. The calendar year from January to December. There are several VAT rates. The main VAT rate in the Russian Federation is 20%. It's applicable for the most part of goods and services in Russia. But there are several other VAT rates, for example, 0% for export, 10% for essential goods. You can find the description of these rates and for what services and goods they are applicable in tax code, of course. And if you do not have an exactly amount of VAT to be paid, you should calculate it yourself using rates 10 110th and 20 120th, and multiply these rates to the amount of your product. How to calculate VAT? VAT to be paid is calculated as a VAT base, and we know that the VAT base is a value of realization of your goods, services, and works multiplied by VAT rate. And we know that VAT rate may be 0%, 10%, 20%, or it may be rate 10 110th and 20 120th, and you may deduct from your calculated VAT a deduction, VAT deduction. In tax code, you can find some rules how to do it. Rules: what is it, tax deduction, how to use it. There are several rules, main rules, when you can do it. First of all, you should have a tax invoice issued by your supplier, where the VAT amount should be shown in this tax invoice, and these goods, services, and works bought from your supplier should be used in your main activity with your main taxation system, if you pay VAT on this amount, on these services. You use these services, works, and goods in your activities which are applicable to your to receive your profits if you pay VAT from these profits. So the next formula how to calculate it, of course your VAT calculated minus your VAT paid. VAT paid means your deduction based on tax invoices. The next is VAT return and payment of VAT. As we remember, VAT should be paid, as we can see here, should be paid no later than 25th day of the month following the tax period. Tax period is a quarter. It's January till March, so you should pay your VAT calculated for this period, January till March, not later than 25th of April, and so on. If your quarter is April to June, you should pay your tax and file your VAT return no later than 25th of July, and so on. So for today it's all I wanted to tell you. If you'd like to learn more about me, my projects, my clients, my cases, you can go by links, universalfinance.com, it's my site, and you can join my Facebook group, Doing Business in Russia, and here you can send me messages. I will answer you, and maybe we are going to have cooperation in the future. So have a nice day. See you in next videos.